What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So I hope you guys haven't forget me. I haven't posted in like a month. As you can see from the beautiful view, I'm on vacation. Well, I was on vacation because probably at the time you're seeing this, I'm not. So yeah, it's pretty beautiful. Weird flex, but whatever. So I've tried to post since I'm on vacation, but the Wi-Fi here is pretty garbage. If you guys didn't know, I'm in Guatemala, my dad's born city. So well, city, country, dumbass. But yeah, the Wi-Fi is pretty garbage over here. I tried to post, well, I did post a video the first week I got here. It took me like 4 or 5 hours to post a video, so I'm not trying to post and wait 4 or 5 hours for a video to post just to get copyright, and then I have to unpost it, and then I'm not trying to do that. So that's why I haven't been posting for a while. Also, as far as right now, I'm gonna start posting every 2 or 3 days, maybe. I don't want to be like, I don't want to say too much, because obviously I tried to stay focused on quality instead of quantity. I haven't been posting as much as I did like last year. Now I post more quality content, and I hope you guys love it. So yeah, new year to new year. I don't want to say it's a new me, because I've been grinding hard this whole year to get where I'm at. So it's gonna keep going and going harder. So pause on that, big pause. But yeah, we going in. Pause on that too. Dang, relax, my boy. I will keep making IRL, so I will see you guys on the channel soon. And yeah, as far as right now, I think I'm out of here. I'm gonna just go this way, just for a flex. Look at this.
I cannot be the best player in the league. I don't see why.
Let somebody tell you you can't do something.
I'll ask you guys a simple question. Who's the best center in the game? You got to go Dwight Howard.
Contrary to what people want you to believe about Howard's career in the NBA, for the majority of it, he has been incredibly good.
All in all, Dwight Howard influences the game in so many more ways. Phenomenal rebounder, head and shoulders above any other center in the league in terms of boards. He's a great shot blocker, leads the league, and that's that category as well, so he can defend the paint.
He's 6'9", 6'10". When healthy, he's considered the best big man in the game. This is on raw talent with an abundance of deficiencies that we already see.
Dwight Howard starting on the defensive end.
It is my honor today to be here to present to Mr. Dwight Howard of the Orlando Magic the 2010-2011 NBA Defensive Player of the Year.
Congratulations. Into the third row. Exclamation mark down there. Rejection by Dwight Howard. In the building. Whoa! You win! You're in the fella! You win! Superman! They lob it up high. Howard! Oh, man! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! On the inbound pass, Howard wins the game! I have never seen anything like that!
On the doorstep. We've missed about 5 of those tonight. The Lakers have not been able to get it. Howard with the elbows, and Kobe was defending, and some words exchanged. And this goes back to what was the story when the two were wearing the same uniform. Although they never played on the floor together. I love it. You can't be the toughest guy.
He had a comment about me being soft, and I think for years I kind of hated him for saying that, because I looked at it the wrong way. I think he was more so talking about my mentality. I hated him for that moment. But, you know, I realized what he was talking about. I said, oh, okay, that's it.
You got it.
I get it now.
Stephen A., you've been very candid about this. You spoke with Dwight. So we want you to walk us through his decision as to why he decided to leave the Lakers.
First of all, Dwight Howard was leaning towards going to Houston long before the season had come to an end.
Smith throws up a wild shot, picked up by Thompson. Howard is hurt. Howard really limping as he comes up the floor. Curry for three.
You are an Atlanta Hawk.
But I'm just happy to be home. The organization, just thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for believing in me. You know, this place right here, this building is where I spent a lot of time working on my game, trying to become a better basketball player and wanting to make it to the NBA. You know, if you want to get back to the top, you got to go back to your roots. And it just feels good.
This is a salary dump trade for the Atlanta Hawks. They get rid of Dwight Howard's contract. He had 2 years and about $47 million left on it. And it's another thumbs down for Dwight Howard. Considering he gets traded for this, there is also...
League sources are telling our Adrian Wojnarowski that the Hornets have agreed to trade Dwight Howard to the Nets for Timofey Mozgov, 2 future second-round picks and cash. The move saves the Nets nearly $17 million.
But the Dwight Howard that I knew was Superman. The Dwight Howard that I knew was one of the prolific big men in the game of basketball who didn't worry about trying to score. Every time I see Dwight Howard in a different location, I'm saddened. Because had he stayed in Orlando, none of this would have been the case.
I'm disgusted. It definitely put knots in my stomach because I'm thinking, you know, like, you're a guy, from what I seen at that time, you had a beautiful soul, very goofy, you know, he was just all around, you know, attractive. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I really liked conversation with him. I really liked, you know, and let me elaborate. Relationship.
Dwight Howard, he has a dress.
Hey!
Why are you so excited?
It all started with a little snippet from World Star. Go, you go! I love those kind of segues, baby.
Pretending to be a girl or that changed into a girl. He's accusing Dwight Howard of a lot of stuff. Just makes me seem like he's a little bit more freaky. Get his little freaky ass out of here. You know what I mean?
Dwight! I heard you been playing with the wrong balls. What in the Jerry Springer Fruit Loops edition type shit is this, Dwight? I am what white people would say, I am flabbergasted. You out of all people, Dwight, you 6'13" and a half. Now I see why you haven't won Defensive Player of the Year in a while. Cause you playing defense in the wrong paint. All that box out, post up, defense. You was taking all that wrong. What the fuck? Dwight, your ass supposed to be a 6'11" elite rim protector. Well, I guess you still is a rim protector. Dwight, nigga, we heard that audio. You was out there venting. You was giving your all, pouring your heart out to that Arsenio Hall looking motherfucker in a wig. That's why you cut them comments off. You not slick, Dwight. It's cool. Yeah. It's cool.
That boy said he'll remember that. You remember? This shit fucked up out here, dog. There's too many beautiful women, dog. Like, oh, get it. Like, how you want your bottom moist? Man. I mean, that's your wedget. I mean, rock your one, my boy. Sheesh.
I appreciate you, Kobe. Thank you for saying I was soft. I didn't realize what you meant till now.
That relationship was never going to work.
And last year was very tough. Played with a lot of guys, and I had to sacrifice a lot of things to win. I'm going to take what he said and take what everybody else said and use that as motivation.
Curry is trying to see his way through. Blocked by Howard out of bounds. Get it out of here. This year LeBron all the way. LeBron can't score. Another cleanup by Howard on the offensive glass.
Beasley in on Danny Green, and it's blocked from behind by Dwight Howard. Here's that Beasley.
We should turn down his weak.
Piston. Howard rebounds it, dunks it. 4-point play. Here they come.
Underneath is Dwight. He gets fouled. Count it! It's in and one. They should have just bear hugged. Hand off now to Avery Bradley. Lob to Dwight. Throws it down on the alley-oop. Offensive rebound. Dwight. Good feed. Two-hand flush by Howard. LBJ's got
free throws for Anthony Davis in that quarter, the most in a quarter since Ben Simmons had 24. Back on the pickup for this one. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Here's Bradley again. Same connection. Same connection.
Draymond Green drives, coast to coast, blocked by Howard. Kuzma, nice feed inside. This time Howard. A foul as well.
Today, Dwight now has 2 double-doubles off the bench already. Is this sustainable? What do you see going forward?
I absolutely think it's sustainable, and it's really interesting because we hear the Shaq comparisons, dominant post player wearing a Lakers uniform, but now he has no choice but to have focus because he's on a non-guaranteed contract. That's one thing people forget. How often do we say that a future Hall of Famer is on a non-guaranteed contract? And what people don't realize is that he's been on 5 teams in 5 years. So what's the differentiating factor why he's having success? 1, he's coming off the bench. And 2, he's surrounded by veterans and proven winners, people that he is forced to respect.
He's trying to work. There's that left hand you talked about, Stu. Count it foul.
Complete the three-point play. That was some move, though.
He lost 50 pounds. Yeah, give him credit.
Look at that wall of Laker defenders, and then they go tumbling down. Blocked by Howard!
I'll tell you, Dwight has been awesome.
Lob under 2, Dwight for a dunk. Rondo gave it right to him, the alley-oop. As you saw, there's that play again. It's Bradley, the hook pass to Howard. Great work by Dwight. Follow bucket off of the miss by LBJ.
Dwight was right in KCV.
Green lob, score! Dwight!
He was trying to help and then trying to fight back, but strong Dwight there to pick up the
Staples and Howard for 3. Howard knocks down the three-pointer. It's his first attempt and only the second three-pointer of his career. The big guy, 28 points, 20 rebounds, and an historic 3. Everybody's smiling.
Bradley with that block shot. That's his 8th.
And you got Dwight Howard taking threes. Look at him. He looks like Dennis Rodman running down the court.
magical moment. I mean, it was nothing but net too, boy. It wasn't like one of those bricks that were thrown up there. Look at that thing. It wasn't like one of those bricks that were thrown up there.
All those hours talking about the moves that would matter this summer, and I guess the only sure thing is that there's no sure thing. And sometimes the least predictable stories are the best stories of all.
So we haven't spent a lot of time today, or really any, having time to get into what is going on with Carmelo, Anthony, and the Houston Rockets, because it has been a bit of a mystery. He has been away from the team for 2 games for what has been described as an illness, didn't join them for their road trip to Denver, despite the fact that their GM is saying that people speculate on his future is unfair. A lot of people believe that he could end up on waivers today. Here is Woj talking about the Melo situation.
His future is uncertain in Houston right now, and he was away from the team tonight.
Last time we saw you in an NBA uniform, you were playing for the Houston Rockets.
Right.
10 games in, actually recently off a 28-point per game, 28-point performance against the Brooklyn Nets, you were basically let go.
10 games in.
A 10-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA player, 10 games, and the Houston Rockets said goodbye to you. And from what my understanding was, and I want to make sure that I'm clear, you play a game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, your now former team. You travel to San Antonio to play the next game.
Yeah.
And you were informed on the trip to San Antonio. What exactly did Daryl Morey say to you when he met with you?
I was actually in San Antonio, in my room, getting ready for the game.
But he had, he came in and he was just like, look, basically your service is no longer needed. And I'm like, hold on, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, nah, things just not working out. And you gotta figure out something to do. I'm like, how the hell I'm gonna figure something out to do? I got a game tomorrow. Nah, you're not gonna suit up tomorrow. So then I started taking it even deeper. I'm like, you mean it? He told me I wasn't gonna make the rotation. I'm like, I can't make a 9-man rotation. That's what you're trying to tell me? I've already started to accept the fact that I gotta come off the bench, which was very hard for me. I accepted that and I moved on from that, right? But you telling me that I can't make a 9-10-man rotation on this team is deeper than basketball.
In the case of Melo, let's face reality. 2 things you could criticize Melo for. The money appeared more important than winning at times. He should have been a member of the Big Three. It was never supposed to be Bosh. It was supposed to be D-Wade, LeBron, and Melo. Melo didn't do that because he wanted the guaranteed dollars. So he made the mistake chasing the money. But also, bottom line is he could have taken care of himself physically better. Because I'm not seeing an eradication in the game of Melo. I'm seeing Melo not be in the same physical specimen that he once was because he didn't take better care of his body.
I don't think Carmelo will play in the NBA again.
Really?
Just because of how it ended.
And so for Melo, after one great game, to start talking like, I'm about to show you guys I'm still Melo, that to me is going to lead to bad outcomes.
So retirement totally, or do you think he should go to the Big Three, or maybe China or overseas or something?
No, man. Just retire. Enjoy life, man. Enjoy the sun.
You really were ready to walk away?
I was ready to walk away.
NBA news, Melo officially back in the league. Carmelo Anthony, who hasn't played in over a year, signed a contract with the Trailblazers today, expected to suit up perhaps for Portland tonight against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Melo getting a 1-year, non-guaranteed deal.
Took him a lot of time to detach from it to get back to this point right here. There he is, stepping up and knocking down a triple. Carmelo catch and shoot.
He's the 4th Blazer as Carmelo Anthony hits his first field.
So when you can walk into a
Here's Anthony
shot
with
window.
yes. Carmelo Anthony.
He was in the groove. Backing down, Carmelo on the post, out of the double, finds the open shooter. Rodney Hood. Carmelo to the end line. Pull-up jumper, got it. Fires and hits, but never to do.
Well, you know how to make up for it as Melo at the elbow, man. He is in such a good rhythm.
Outside behind the shoulder. Carmelo, pump fake, scores! And he draws the foul. Again, it's Anthony on Ferguson. Blows by, takes it to the cup, and slams it with 2 hands. Melo special! Melo slips the screen, perfect bounce pass thrown, and then an even better pass to Hood for a triple. Grabbed by a galloping Damian Lillard. Up it comes to Carmelo, who redirects to Scow, and he does the rest.
Entire time, Kobe.
Carmelo. Short hops a bounce pass, scores, and it's fouled. The center of the court.
sound like you're looking at it like that.
No, and I don't hear that from like my colleagues at all. Like I hear that from media, right? It's like the media wants to like write that narrative. Oh, he should go out and he should retire. Why? Like, why you just want me to retire? I had a day off. I think I was in Milwaukee. I went for a walk and I was just like, damn, it's happening. Like I'm here, I'm back.
The New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Liepaja, Latvia. He last played for Sevilla in Spain.
What the fuck did they do? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus? I never heard of fucking Latvia. You drafted this fucking kid. You stupid motherfuckers, you!
Eyes are always looking around. A nice
What in the good name of Frederick Weiss Phil Jackson did tonight?
New York Knicks fans were at the Barclays Center booing because we recognize that we have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived by Phil Jackson and the New York Knicks. That is the situation.
First look, denied. Porzingis. Stevenson goes. Makes to 90 to foul. Martin in the head of the pack. Goes up, blocked by Porzingis. Antetokounmpo trying to alter in the air. Porzingis, the denial. Both players. Oh no, Porzingis. Oh no. From Green Bay.
Last year he was at 77. Most of his numbers are much better than last year. Nice feed inside, and Porzingis throws it down, and he's hurt.
But he goes down hard, and he's hurt. Oh my goodness.
Such a fragile game. You know, you do things that you've done a million times. You go up for a dunk. You slide on defense. And then one time out of a million, it just happens to be an injury.
Says he's okay. Get up, they'll help him get off the floor. Let's just hope that he's okay. Just a wonderful young talent from the International Basketball Association. Here's the play. Back after this.
Kristaps Porzingis went down with a torn left ACL. Timetable for his return will be set after surgery, but he'll likely be out at least 10 months. Jalen, obviously it's a setback. How big of a setback is it?
This is a major setback for the New York Knickerbockers for a few reasons. Number one, your star player is down, and he's going to be out 10 months. Man, it's unfortunate for that squad.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. I mean, we're talking about a 10 to a probably 12-month recovery period for this kid. He might not come back until after the All-Star break next year, and why would you bring him back? Because the season probably be thrown away.
Just as a franchise, I mean, over the last 20, 25 years, where has this franchise gone? It's been the model of inconsistency.
Which is that Kristaps Porzingis, a guy that missed the last 34 games of the regular season last year because of that nasty knee injury, who hasn't played the game this year, who prospective marquee free agents are looking at if they want to be a New York Knick. He is not going to hide the fact that he doesn't want to be there. Essentially, he's telling you he wants out and that he's going to encourage others not to want to come.
News, we can roll it because, wow, Woj has since tweeted Dallas finalizing a trade to acquire Kristaps Porzingis.
Let's keep in mind that he's no longer in the Eastern Conference. He's in a Western Conference where you got a whole bunch of cats that are coming at him.
Another level, you know. It looked like he's a little rattled too, so it kind of helped us.
The beginning, yeah, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you agree that Kristaps was rattled last night?
I do think at the start of the game he was rattled. He, right out of the gate, he tried to make a steal out of their defensive scheme, and then he really forced a shot, maybe on the Mavericks' second or third possession. And I've been around guys in these situations. He also wasn't a factor down the fourth quarter last night, which is not the first time we've seen this from him this year.
He was rattled. Matter of fact, KP always looked rattled. It's not the first time. He's always rattled. You know, obviously he hasn't been horrible, but he haven't lived up to expectations. He had 20 months to rehab. That's more than enough time to come back in great fashion. And he posting all these IG, Instagram, you know, I done bulked up and all this, and he still haven't touched the block one time. So, I mean, I'm just not high on Porzingis. I'm sorry. So, I'm with Marcus Morris. I mean, he looked.
I actually don't think he should go to the block perk because I don't think he can play down there right now. Maybe later in his career, but I actually think he should stay on the outside. That's kind of worrying.
You 7'3", no lip having, bad back, bad elbow, bad hip, bad knee, goofy motherfucker. You don't like the culture, you don't like the attitude, you don't think it's a winning environment. You take your fucking ass to Dallas and you see if you can fit on a horse, you tall, lanky, no lip having motherfucker. You get the fuck out of the city.
At no time will Kristaps Porzingis ever be the best player in basketball.
Better hope he doesn't stay healthy for that prediction to come
Ever.
true. We'll see.
And forward at 7'3" from Latvia, number 6, Kristaps Porzingis.
Courtney Lee. Porzingis will look at it. 3 quarters on the line. That's a good sign right there. And a 3 here. So there have been 5 baskets for the Mavericks so far.
You want to attack the rim.
To Porzingis. Trying to kick 3 ball. To Porzingis. Porzingis shoots over Marcus Morris. Porzingis trying to work over Portis.
Nice pass. Big finish. Wow, legs going everywhere.
Philadelphia team, if it's not in Simmons' hands as Porzingis hits the trail 3, but if Simmons with this group out there doesn't have the ball in his hands,
on the floor for Philadelphia. Porzingis, truth. Out of 3, Kristaps Porzingis has 12 points.
And the trouble in transition.
Center by Simmons. Finds Porzingis for the flush and the hang.
Good push by Wright. Great run by Porzingis.
Porzingis, look out! There's the exclamation point from Kristaps Porzingis.
Dives out of the way. And Porzingis hammers one over the top.
14 seconds. Porzingis for 3. Giannis right there. The 10-piece seems to almost be a better shooter sometimes than he. The Bucks come up empty after the 3. A moment ago by Dorian Finney-Smith. Powell puts up another 2. And the follow dunked by Porzingis. Man, showing off a little bit of that 7-4. Porzingis. Crazy. Their shoulders right now. Ability to play at full strength. I think he's getting a lot closer as we speak. Yeah. Again. Porzingis. Incredible. 4 for 8.
Stanky like doing the dash. Going off a pill, he start driving too fast. Put it in sport mode to step on the gas. Don't give a fuck if he swerve till he crash. Came a long way from